Hello everyone, I'm Miana and I'm back for another video. This time coming to you from my parents' house. This is my room here, but that's why I don't have like my fancy posters, but I have Carol, so that works. And I'm back for a tag video. I was tagged by Zach from NZ Anime Manga, and this is exactly a manga tag video. I don't have that big a manga collection, but I thought this would be fun, so thanks Zach for tagging me, and you guys go check him out. He puts out great content on a very regular basis. I will leave a link to his channel here and in the description, so go check him out. And now for the questions, because that's what we're here for. So the first question is, what was your first manga? My first manga was Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles Volume 4. And this volume here is actually in French, yeah, that was my first manga ever. And this has a story behind it. The fact is, when I started reading manga online, back in the day, like 8 or 9 years ago, there wasn't that many sites with like proper scans and all of that. And there was a point in which I was reading Tsubasa Chronicles and I couldn't find volume 4. So I just went to a bookstore once and I saw the volume, but they didn't have it in English, and I was just like, fuck it, I need this volume. And I read it in French, and I understand like the basic of it. I understand what I need to understand to read a small book, but not to read a lot. And then when I finally found it online, I read it all over again in English, and I haven't touched this manga ever since. Question number 2, what was your most expensive manga? Well, I bought all the volumes of Chrono Crusade, which are 8 volumes. It's a completed series, and just like the first one for you to get to be able to look at the pretty art and all that. And I got it from eBay, and I bought like the whole pack, and it cost me about 10 euros, so that would be like 12 or 13 American dollars per volume for the 8 volumes. Question number 3, what was your least expensive manga? Well, if you're not counting like the manga that I got from friends as gifts, which I have 2, I have 5 centimeters per second, and I have Evangelion, like the alternate universe thingy. If you don't count those in, the cheapest I ever got was Bakuman, the whole collection, the whole 20 volumes of it, because I have the box set. And even though the box set, like as a whole, is more expensive than a lot of manga, I have like 20 volumes of this, and each of them costs about 4 euros, so $6 more or less, I suppose, because they came as a pack, and they also came with Author 11 volume and a poster, a double-side poster, so that was really cheap. Next question is, what is the most boring manga you own? And this is a pretty obvious one for me, because I own Dark Angel Volume 2. And I only have Volume 2 because I saw this in a Portuguese bookstore once, and they had Volume 1 and 2, and I sat down and I read Volume 1, and then I bought Volume 2 to read home. And it's really bad manga. It's really boring. I have like no memories of it. The art is not that great, but the art is far better than the story, so nope. Next question, what is your favorite manga series? Well, that I own at this point is probably Bakuman. It's the one that I'm currently reading and I really like it. That I don't own, maybe... this is really hard. Ludwig Revolutions, Triple X Oleg, Tsubasa Reservoir Chronicles, I don't know, just the most relatable manga that you own. Since I don't own a lot of manga, I'm going to say Death Note Volume 1, and I guess this makes me sound kind of weird. Really, I could relate to being extremely bored with the world and finding like people that were completely useless. One manga that you own that is based off an anime and not the other way around. Well, I actually have none for this. My collection is really small compared to some people, and like most of the manga that I own, I started reading after watching the anime or after reading online like the first beat. So yeah. Rarest manga. I own 2 volumes of Pet Shop of Horrors Tokyo, which is the second Pet Shop of Horrors manga, which I didn't know when I bought this one. I thought this was the first one and I had watched the anime. It is my rarest one because it's the only Tokyo Pop manga that I own. Tokyo Pop went under and now you can't get those, so yeah. one of your reprinted manga. I still don't have a reprinted manga, but I'm planning on getting one really soon, and that is Deadman Wonderland. That was part of Tokyo Pop series, but now has been picked up by Viz, so I'm really excited. Most popular series you own? Well, if you mean completed, I have Death Note, like the whole of it. I have volume 13, which isn't even part of like the main story. The ones that are currently ongoing, the most popular series that I have is the Attack on Titan one that I'm buying progressively, and I have up to volume 7 at this point. Most damaged manga that you own? Well, if you've been paying attention to like all of my volumes that I've been just showing you guys, they are in pretty good shape, and so are like my books in the shelves, even though they are like stuffed at this point, because I really like books. I don't want to damage any of my books. Some of them have like slight shelf wear, like my Death Note volume 1 has a little bit on the edges, that kind of stuff. Probably the one that is most damaged is Dark Angel, and it isn't even because I hate it, it's just because it has like one of these plastic covers that get really damaged, but the book inside is not damaged at all. Which manga has the most amazing art? Well, this is really hard to choose, so I'm going to limit it to the ones that I own, and of the ones that I own, I'm going to say both Death Note and Bakuman, because both of them are drawn by Obata-sensei, and he has a really cool style that I really like. Even though I really like Clamp, but like Tsubasa isn't the Clamp work with the best art, so of the ones that I have, yeah, those two are definitely in the lead. Oldest published manga that you own? Well, I have Rurouni Kenshin. I don't have the whole thing, I have 5 volumes of it at this point, but they were first published in 1994 in Japan, and they were first published in English in 2003, I think, so this is the oldest one that I have. Newest published manga that you own? Well, I mentioned Attack on Titan earlier, and from all these series that I've mentioned so far, Attack on Titan Volume 7 is the one that came out most recently. Last question, recent manga you purchased? Well, my last pick, like my last haul, was 4 volumes at the same time, so I can't really pick one, and that was Attack on Titan 4 to 7. This is actually like the latest manga that I've been reading, apart from things that I read online, like to be able to watch MangaPod and all that. I wish I could have bought like more. That's all of the questions. I hope you liked the sneak peek of my manga collection. You've seen pretty much all of it. Now I'm going to tag people, because that's what you do in tag videos. I'm going to tag 5 of my friends. I'm going to tag Erin, Thalia, Random, Nicholas, and Ali. And I really hope you guys do this video. All of my watchers can do it too if you want to be tagged. Just don't wait for people to tag you, just go for it. That's it for today, and I hope you have a fantastic week. See you next time. Bye!